My name's Tyrone Mccrystal, and I've been doing animation for, I don't know, like 6 years. I always loved doing art. I was a good drawer, and I got that from Dad. He was a good drawer. But I always wanted to be a filmmaker, like get out the camera and that. And I did that for a little bit at school. And then I got the chance to actually go to TAFE and study Cert 3 in animation. And that was when I kind of got to experience for the first time, and I decided that's what I wanted to do as a career. So yeah, it just came out of nowhere. So I never really thought about making my drawings move. But the careers advisor at school came to me and said, give it a go. If you don't like it, you can drop out. And I never did. I kept doing it, and I went on to study that for 4 years.
I used to catch the 815 from Gracelands every day. Then I got sick of it and moved far away. Wasn't that far?
The biggest influence is pretty obvious to those who have seen it, and that's Foot Flats. I grew up drawing that had the comics that he gave to me, and I used to just draw the panels out of them. And he would also draw them too. He had a whole book of drawings that he did of Foot Flats. So I guess that was one of the big inspirations for me, was that, and then the movie, and then a little bit of The Simpsons. I like that adult humor, and then I started doing research and kind of finding the adult comedy, grungy part of animation, like Fritz the Cat and all the rough action movies. That was a big influence on what I do now. My first major project was my first ever animation for my class, for the HSC. And all that was, it was just the boat. It was the boat from Jaws with the shark going under it. That was it. And that took a month alone. It was like a 10-second shot. So I guess you can say that was my first ever major thing. After that HSC came out, I guess, the Left Tide saw it, and they came to me saying, we want you to do a song for us. And I said, yeah. But at the time, I didn't know what it was. And it was originally going to be the Blobfish song. You know that one? Do the Blob, you know that one. So I did that for a little bit, and then Ronnie came to me and said, no, do this song instead. It's shorter. I won't take it as long. Okay. And that was to change the date that everybody knows, where they go up to Parliament House and all that. So that was the first music video I ever did, and that took 8 months of work, because I kind of shifted from traditional hand-drawn on paper to digital. I went out and I saved up and I bought a Wacom, because I thought if I'm going to do this properly and get a bit of money off it, I don't want to do it amateur like I used to. But yeah, that was the first music video I ever did. And I'm grateful for that. I look back and I hate it. I look back and I'm like, this is so shit. But they love it, so whatever. I'm not going to argue. The hardest project I've worked on, I want to say the one I did here for the Knucklehead one, that wasn't necessarily hard, but it was a hard time in my life because I had a lot of going on. I was studying my advanced diploma, I was doing a short film, I was doing a documentary on Oxford, and I was also doing the music video. So I had a lot going on at that time in my life, and that was really hard to juggle. But in terms of an actual project, I want to say the Dark Clouds one, because that is probably the biggest project I've ever worked on as of now. That's just 2 years of just straight out. Every shot was very, how do I put it? Because usually when I work, I kind of just do a shot and kind of wing it. Like I animate a shot without kind of knowing exactly what I wanted to do. But with the Dark Clouds one, it was very planned and it was all strategic, and I had to storyboard it and do proof of concept. Sometimes, because it was set in Port Kembla, I wanted it to be authentic and real, so I had to actually go to Port Kembla and get reference photos to make sure it's all right. But obviously, Port Kembla doesn't look like what it did in the 80s, so I had to find that shot that I took and then line it up with a historical photo that I can find. So I had to do the research, and then I had to find, okay, what reference did I put in? Yeah, so there was a lot of work behind that one, so I reckon that was probably the hardest thing. And what I got out of it was, I don't know, came out and people liked it. That's what it matters. They'll give me the song, and then I'll listen to it, and if I don't we'll kind of discuss the story, and then I'll pitch them what I think. They'll pitch me what they think, and then I'll go away. I'll storyboard it for a little bit, and then if they like the storyboard, I'll do an animatic, which is eventually just an updated storyboard, just with more frames, so they can understand how they move. And then from there, I'll start animating. Most of the time, I don't even do it in order. This one I did for the leftards, not the leftards, the dark clouds. I did it backwards. I actually did the stack falling bit first, and then I did the last verse, and then I did the first verse, and then I did the intro with the boats. Yeah, so it really just depends how I'm feeling. If I storyboard a whole song and I think one part is going to be funner than the rest, I'll do that part first. Facebook, my name, Tyrone Mccrystal. I said before, I don't advertise. I really don't. Literally everything that I do, ever since I first started doing this, was through word of mouth. I don't think I've ever put out an ad. it's like I said, because it's not a real job, it's just a hobby. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll put out a music video, people watch it, and then a band will be like, oh, that's cool, I want him to do one for me. And that's how it's been for the last 6 or 7 years. So yeah, I'm on Facebook. Tyrone Mccrystal. Just look at me. You might. Yeah, I'm not hard to find. I think I'm on YouTube too. Same thing. My name.